Hi, good morning. This is Daily Spark Day 44 question. It is Friday, February 13th. Friday the 13th. Uh, what emotions become available or unavailable depending on context? What emotions become available or unavailable depending on context? Like specifically, I feel like all emotions are based on context, right? Something in my contextual surroundings or experience is going to trigger, for lack of a better word, an emotional state. Like everything's contextual, so they all depend on context, right? Maybe am I missing the point here? There's never, like, do we have any experience that isn't contextual? What is going on with my I just looked in the everything's contextual, meaning relational. Like I am in relation to everything around me, within me. So what emotions become available or unavailable depending on context? I think maybe specifically I could go through the whole hundreds and hundreds of emotional states and link them to my most common perceived like contexts, but how boring. And things change all the time. The same context doesn't always trigger the same emotion in me, right? So is this a throwaway question? Is it bringing up anything for you? Maybe I'm thinking too broadly. I just think like everything's relational, everything's contextual. So how could I have any emotions without context? I mean, sometimes I'm like so taken aback, like surprised by an emotion. It's still always contextual with what something I took in. Something I took in or tapped into internally was the context. Have I ever just been like, where'd that come from? I don't know. I'm not coming up with anything. What else wants to be said? I love how, what I do love about this question is that it really just drives home the point that we don't have to identify as like take on the identity of the most common emotions that we feel, like certain suppressed or depressed states within us, like, oh man, that's so common, now that's just who I am. It's just who I am. Like it's really still contextual. It just might be a habit. It might be habitually contextual. It might be very much a habit. But the cycle, I was thinking about this morning, how it's such a fundamental truth of our physiology, because I study craniosacral work. And one of the core things we do is deep listening to the body and then follow the body wherever it's going. And if we feel like we take it to the end state or like where it wants to go, and then we hold, we create a barrier or a dam, whatever you want to call it, a pause to allow the body to reorganize in the way of health. If there's a repeating pattern, like, oh, I'm following the same old pattern I'm sensing, we can pause it anywhere in that pattern until it reorganizes into a different path. So it's the pause, it's the dam, it's the barrier, the stop. Let's like not keep doing the same thing we've always done. Let's not repeat that habit. And then the body reorganizes. Our intuition has a chance to be heard through the quiet space of the pause. Like you can take this to any level, physiological, emotional, habitual, spiritual, intellectual. It feels like such a truth in the pause. It's why there's so much poetry about the pause. That it's just such a truth. And I feel like this really points to, well, let's really examine our emotions from a contextual standpoint, not from an identity standpoint. Like it's really like what in my relational or contextual experience is bringing up an emotion. Oh, interesting. Let's look at that. Let's feel into it. Do I want to create a barrier there to read, like a pause, a redirect, to create a different story for myself? Like, this whole thing isn't going to keep triggering this whole thing. You know what I mean? Like, this same pattern of emotion. It really points to everything is contextual. At least that's how I feel right now. Because given a different context, I might feel differently.